Today is brace day, but before we do anything, I have to clean this camera lens. It is so nasty. Hold on a second. That's pretty good. All we can hope for is cleanish. So I think our goal today is to figure out this whole zont and zuckle thing. We want to complete one section of the wall 100% just to make sure we understand what we're getting ourselves into. And then I think our goal is to finish the wall and the bracing and the scaffolding as we go around the wall, rather than doing everything in layers, because we really don't like setting up our temporary scaffolding more than we have to. So unless the plan changes, that's what we're doing today. You feeling good?
I'm good. I'm highly motivated to get a lot of work done today.
Yep.
And as is unfortunately so typical with our days, we spend 4 hours in the morning dealing with minutia. I would say we actually work on this project 4 hours a day. Actual work.
Yeah, it kind of feels that way.
And 4 to 6 hours of minutia. This is why we don't make much progress. It's like we work, and it looks about the same as it did yesterday. Today, we invested in a bunch more drill bits. My theory has always been drill bits are cheap. Drilling in concrete sucks.
Yep.
So we've got maybe like 8 bits now. So if we have to sacrifice a bit every 3 or 4 holes, I don't care. Yesterday, I picked up a bunch of high quality lumber that will mean we don't have to pick through all this crap. So that'll save us time. I gotta get that unloaded. And then yeah, hopefully
Let's rock and roll.
you're in a good mood. You've got good energy. We ate breakfast, real food. I think that happened because we ate real food last night for dinner, which tends to, like, anyway, you know what I'm talking about.
In my morning 1 cup of coffee brain, I think I put the drill bits not there. Where did I put them? Aha, I did put them somewhere non-intuitive. Shabam.
Okay, coming out.
It is. Oh, it's pretty good.
You probably can't even reach that corner, huh? Because that ladder's so big. Nice.
Happy?
Yeah, looks good. Okay. And we'll run the tape down the other side. So
Where do you want me to
hook it on the far back of the wall.
That might be challenging.
All right, you happy?
Yep.
Okay. 36.9. It's right where we're supposed to be. So we need to move this brace down. That block height will be about right here.
And we want
That
it more
actually
like...
might be good.
Yeah.
Because if it's too high, then the pump guy is going to have a hard time getting the hose down in there. He's going to have a hard time reaching down in.
I think what they don't want, they don't want to like ankle height, so you topple over
You don't want
into
it here where you're falling in, and you also don't want it here where you can't reach.
So there, we only have 2 more blocks.
2 blocks minus the thickness of that brace. 2 blocks is 32 inches, which is approximately my waist right here.
Yep.
So minus the height of that board. So the block will be about right here, which would be perfect for floating. So remember, if you can just get 1 screw,
Yep.
and then I'll hand you the level.
So now we need the flying strong back.
Yep.
Looks like it needs to go in at the bottom a little. Okay. This is kind of funny. I thought this was like the zont and zuckle system. Turns out there's zonts and there's zuckles. So I'm probably not the only one who thinks that this is a zuckle.
Yep, this is a zuckle. So this will go on the end of this 2x4. It'll actually cap the end of the 2x4.
And then that will...
This will attach to this
the brace?
flying strong back.
Okay.
Yep. And then you'll use a wrench right here to turn this turnbuckle to adjust the wall.
Okay.
Before these get attached, they need to be centered on the turnbuckle, so you have room to go up
Either
and
way,
down.
that's a really great idea.
Hold on, let's put this brace on first, and then we'll take that one off.
Okay.
These boards could have easily been 12 footers as it turns out. Needs to go like that. Okay, good. Okay, coming up. And I kind of chimed in on that because I was thinking that was most of the problem. It's almost like they've stripped a tooth or something inside of it. Well, your days may be numbered, Mr. Makita. Yeah, so if you work on just the block and the zip ties, that's plenty. If you want to just bring yourself block, that way I can leave.
I should be able to finish 2 rows here, which won't take me that long.
Yep.
In theory, you shouldn't be going that long either, though.
No.
Good luck.
It's a walk of shame.
I know, we're very accustomed to the walk of shame.
Take drill bits back because I bought the wrong size. Oh well.
Okay, see you soon.
Bye. So Alyssa confirmed what I already feared. There's a very small high spot on this footing down here, and the net effect, the higher we go, the more those gaps increase. Amazing how a very, very small gap down there, which you can identify right here because this block never wanted to sit down, which told me that this part of the block is aiming this way, and then this part of the block is level coming in. So if we were to check across this block, it's probably stinking level. It's pretty dang level. Maybe a 16th. There might be an 1/8 there, maybe. But this side over here, it's probably quite out of level. So this side's too high. So this side needs to drop like this. No, I don't know. I'm gonna talk to Casey and see what he recommends, because
So far, we're learning. Call Casey instead of making assumptions.
there's a high spot here that started clear down there, and these blocks just want to separate on their way up. And you would think that there's no way that the building's not growing as we go higher and higher and higher. Although it is conceivable that this is simply tilting like this, and it's not, but doesn't make sense to me.
Then what you simply do is you deal with it at the top.
Okay.
We can't change anything now. I know you've got your laser transit. You can chalk a line on the inside of the formwork.
Yep.
If there's a hump, then all we got to do, trowel the concrete off. I like to pour the concrete up to that line and then deal with cutting the foam off with like a Sawzall or something later after the concrete's cured. You could rip that top row down across that chalk line and level everything out. It's really up to you and what you feel like you want to do at that point.
Cool. Okay, great.
You betcha.
I think that's everything. Thanks.
All right, see you, Jesse.
Yep, see it.
Pros know how to compensate. Like
That's
pros.
it. It's all about how to fudge it. I mean, at the end of
Yep.
the day, you want to be as close as you can be. You don't want to become like a professional fudger.
Yep.
Unless you do fudge for a living, in which
Exactly.
case fudging is a good thing.
That's fudge.
So we'll fix it later. We're going to keep going.
I kind of like the man-made shade we have here.
We're making shade.
We found another challenge. We have these studs that run up the sides of the ICFs, and so far, when we've been stacking the blocks all on top of one another, the studs have been lining up perfectly. However, due to the partial blocks that we're having to cut, somehow our studs are off. And this is a problem because the zonts here need to be on top of one another. So this is screwed into a stud here, but up above on the next few courses, we would have to be placing the zont where there is no stud. So guess what? There's nothing for the screw to grab onto. So instead, we're going to place this plywood on the back of the ICF, and we're gonna screw into it from the studs, and then we have a place to attach our zonts. You know what? You guys don't get to see this on camera, because I don't think you could see anyways, and my camera's annoying me.
I'm going to set that right there.
Okay. You probably want this all the way to the end.
Yeah.
We actually determined that this north wall needs to come in a little bit, and that will account for some of our growing wall here. This whaler here is all the way to the edge, so we actually need to unscrew that and pull it down about maybe, I don't know, an inch, so we have enough room to move the wall.
And I think there's one more in this brace right here.
This time we're gonna try building our bracing on the ground and then lifting it up as a unit, right?
Yeah, just the scaffold bracket.
Okay.
The strong back. Or
Yeah, that seems really hard to do.
The strong back has to go around the scaffold, so
Okay.
it won't. Yeah.
Yep.
Ugly board. It's got a lot of bow in it. I'm pushing against you. Sorry. Wiggling is what I'm doing. Wait. How's it crumbing up there?
That's good.
Working away?
Yep.
Good job.
How are you is the question.
Yeah, my, what's your dad call it? My
Fun meter.
My fun meter? It's begged. Paul, if you're watching, you know what I'm talking about. I guess this is part of just building a house. Apparently building a house is just like taking ownership of a bazillion problems and then letting go very slowly of accept and just like slowly coming to grips with the fact that your house is not going to be square, level, and true or something. I don't know. I feel like I'm fighting to not let go of our dream, but
I don't think we're letting go of our dream. I think we're
learning
learning to work with what we have.
I think we're learning what's possible and how to work with what's possible.
And
Just feels
I think
defeating.
having this illusion that everyone's house is like square and level and perfect, and learning that nobody's is,
Yeah.
and that's okay. I
Yeah.
guess. That said, nothing's wrong, right? We
Right.
just have to, like, this is all fine. We had a mistake, we corrected it.
Yep.
Our wall's leaning in, but that's what these zuckles are for,
Yep.
right?
We'll get it
And we're
fixed.
not to the point where we need to push it out. So at this
No.
point, I say the sun has set. It's
Yep.
t-shirt weather. Take off your hat.
Yay.
And I doubt we'll get the back wall done before dark, but we can try.
All we can do is work hard every day.
Well, scratch that idea. We're done. and why we're done. I don't even know that we want to share right now. Do we want to share this right now? Maybe we'll share in the morning. Let's say tomorrow's video will be on why we stopped right now.
That's a good idea. Maybe I should tell you in the morning.
Cliffhanger.
There will be more clarity and less mumbling.
We're very hungry.
Yeah.
We were hoping to work until dark, which was about 9 o'clock. So we had to stop a little bit early, but we haven't eaten since 8, so...
Yeah, we hit a snafu, and that snafu has kept us running in circles, calling and texting people for the last 3 hours. So why postpone nutrition?
Exactly.
It only makes us more grumpy. Ask Kelsey. Kelsey knows. Kelsey
Kelsey does
says
know.
you need to eat snacks. You get angry.
And we still haven't learned.
Right.
Oh,
but
guess
we don't do it.
Guess what I found?
Huh.
I was looking to see if we had more Trader Joe's seasoning for our veggies, and I found my hidden stash of coconut cashews. Things are amazing. I was gonna ask my mom to send us some, but now we don't need to. End of the day win.
It's kind of fun when you like do the squirrel thing and you kind of stash snacks. And
it
then
worked
later
well because
on
you
you're
didn't find them.
Yeah, later on you're looking for, I don't know what, Dixie cups or something.
And you find snacks.
And you find ginger, and then you don't tell Jesse, and you sit there and eat it all, and I come in and you have a little chocolate on your face.
Mustache.
All right, let's eat dinner. Let's regroup, and let's try to sleep. And we'll do it all of this more fun tomorrow.
Sounds good.
Yay!